Walking away from anything in life can be hard. Oftentimes, on the other side, you are met with a lot of confusion, tension, and discomfort. And if you don't know how to navigate those experiences, then life can feel remarkably heavy. And so, in this video, I'm going to share with you three simple but profoundly important reminders that can help you navigate it all with a little bit more grace and ease. And so, let's get into it. The first thing I need you to remember is that when you walk away from anything in life, whether it's something that is toxic or if you are walking away because your life is growing, you have to remember that a dying is going to take place. And what I mean by that is not like a literal dying, at least I hope not, but a metaphorical dying. Because when you walk away from something in your life, you are not just walking away from the thing, you are also walking away from the version of you that existed inside that thing. You are going to begin the process of evolving at an identity level. And in order for you to become somebody new, you first have to die. And it is so important that you remember this, because oftentimes, even if you're walking away into something that is good, like a promotion, you can feel confusion, you can feel a loss of passion, you can feel a heaviness in your life, and it can be wildly confusing. It can leave you thinking that maybe you made the wrong choice, and you didn't necessarily. You are in the process of becoming somebody new, and when you see it like this, you can continue to work with the evolution of your identity instead of fighting against this. So I need you to remember, when you walk away from something in life, a dying is going to take place, but that dying is the prerequisite to the new you that is fully capable to step into what life is preparing for you in this next season. So don't resist it, don't fight against it, learn how to participate with it. The second thing I need you to remember is that naturally, when you walk away from something and as you evolve at an identity level, loneliness is inevitable. You're going to feel lonely. And from my experience, there's two different types of loneliness that you're going to have to work through. One, oftentimes the people who have come with you up until this point are not always the same people that are going to go with you from this point on. And because of that, there's a separation. The relationships, the friendships, the communities that you've done life in, they're not always going to continue on the other side of walking away. And on top of that, some of the people who were once closest to you might not agree with you or might not understand why you're making the decision to walk away. And so you feel unseen, you feel unknown. And that is always going to create a loneliness in life. And the second type of loneliness that you're inevitably going to experience, it's a loneliness that comes when you don't really know how to relate to this new version of who you are becoming. Right? Because there is an identity death, and because you have not fully embodied this new person of who you are becoming, this new identity, you're still learning how to relate to yourself in a new way. And as you're figuring all that out and sifting through all of that, you're going to feel lonely in life because you're just not in the relationship with yourself like you once were, because you were in the process of becoming somebody new. And so loneliness is inevitable. And the third thing I need you to remember is that, as cliche as this sounds, you do not want to rush the process. A lot of times people will walk away from something and they will immediately jump into a new relationship, a new job. They will immediately try to figure things out as fast as they can. And they do it to alleviate uncertainty in life. They do it to alleviate the unknown in life so that they can feel a little more safe. And when we do that, we bypass the deeper work that we are being invited into experiencing in this season of our lives. And from my experience, the goal isn't just to get to the other side. The goal is to become somebody who you can trust as you navigate the unknown. At the end of the day, life is always going to be full of uncertainty. Life is always going to be full of unpredictability. And if we need something outside of ourselves to feel safe and secure, we are always living at the mercy of life. We are not in the driver's seat of our lives. The goal is to become somebody that can fully trust themselves in the unknown and in the uncertainty, so that when life doesn't go the way that we expected it or hoped it would go, we are okay. We're not going to forfeit our power. We're not going to forfeit our agency. We're not going to forfeit our joy. And so there you have it. To recap, three simple reminders is there's going to be a death. You are going to die. An identity death is going to take place. And that's a good thing, because while life is preparing a new experience for you, you first have to become somebody new. Secondly, you're going to experience loneliness in life. Work with it. Don't fight against it. Trust it. You are learning how to be in relationship with yourself, this new version of who you are becoming. And lastly, don't rush the process. The goal isn't to get to the other side. The goal is to cultivate the deep self-trust that's necessary to navigate the unknown. I hope that helps. If it does, go ahead and subscribe. And if you, for some reason, are in a place where you're not quite sure if walking away is right for you, go ahead and watch this next video, because I have realized that there's a deeper question that if you are willing to be honest with yourself, if you ask this deeper question, it is going to become remarkably clear if you should stay or if you should walk away. And like always, while nobody can do this journey for you, you don't have to do it alone. And I am so glad that you are here.